Do you see the organs as just mechanical tools for certain processes in the body? Or do you see the intelligent system that modern science is still uncovering? The organs are not just parts to a machine called the human body. They are living, sensing, communicating fields of intelligence, constantly exchanging information throughout the whole body. The heart does not just pump blood. The lungs do not just filter air. The liver and kidneys are not just detoxification organs, but are essential parts of the regulation of emotions, energy, rhythm, perception, and resilience, shaping our experience of life itself. And yet, in the modern world, our organs are so often unhealthy, disconnected from rhythm, nourishment, breath, and rest, that we've reduced them to merely tools, or in some cases, labeling them as expendable, or evolving out of them. Rather than listening to the body or the organs, we ignore the signal and place band-aids called pills, or, even worse, remove them entirely. Yet each organ speaks its own language, through the nerves, hormones, breath, posture, and subtle energy. When we stop listening to the body, it doesn't just break, but it compensates. We know that the organs are densely wired with nerves, that the heart, gut, and organs constantly send and receive information to and from the brain and the body, as it is the nervous system that does not just control the organs, but the way in which the body communicates and shapes our experience. Through electrical signals, chemical messengers, pressure changes, rhythms, and fields of bioelectric activity that coordinate the entire system in real time. Every heartbeat generates an electromagnetic signal. Every breath alters the nervous system. Every organ moves, expands, contracts, and creates waves that the body senses and responds to. The body does not operate as isolated parts. Nothing in nature works through isolated parts, but it functions as a continuous, responsive field of communication. And so while some of the basics of the modern scientific perspective remain good and relatively truthful framework, it is the belief of isolated systems and that this understanding of the body is true and cannot be expanded upon that has led us into troubles we face. While the push and research of modern science continues to expand upon these ideas, it is mainly the culture and modern medicine that is not up to date. Modern science has studies explaining the complexity of the organs and the bodies, whether it be exploring the electromagnetic spectrum through the body, such as how the heart is the biggest electromagnetic generator in the body, and how the shape of the heart is a vortex, structuring the blood and oxygen in a specific way, or that the health of the microbiome of the body is a collection of bacteria, fungi, and microbes that communicate for the body's health, which is super vital for health. Or the significance of the water, as water structure plays throughout the body, such as water being the reason for DNA's double helix structure and a primary way of communication. Or maybe through quantum biology that sees the important role mitochondria and melanin play in the body. Or that memory is not stored in the brain, but through the multiple systems such as the nervous system, immune system, the fascia, the endocrine system, and more. But the most important part of all these scientific understanding is the role in which it plays in our life, as how can these understandings help our health? And so while we push the envelope of science, we often forget that the things we are studying and discovering is a remembrance and observation of the intelligence of life. And so distracted in these studies or other modern thought processes, we have forgotten how to listen to the body, which is the best thing for the body, as this interconnective system runs on communication. And so if we lose this communication, we end up with imbalances of compensation that we usually call disease or disorders. This interest in the body and its health is not a recent pursuit, but has been studied for thousands of years. What many of the modern science claims to be discovering ancient science and mysticism have been talking about for millennia. Great examples of this is the yogic science of Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, systems that are thousands of years old. These traditions did not view the body as a collection of isolated parts, but as a living, intelligent network where organs, emotions, energy, environments, and consciousness are inseparable. Rather than studying the body only after it breaks down, the system focuses on patterns of balance, flow, and relationship, observing how breath, digestion, emotion, movement, and perception shape health long before disease appears. In this way, Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine were not primitive belief. They were observational sciences of the living body, developed through millennium of careful attention to cause, effect, and lived experiences. Also, modern science is not even contradicting these systems, but it is slowly learning how to measure what they already knew. Across the body, we can clearly see this interconnectedness, where the hands, feet, eyes, and even the teeth reflect and communicate with specific organs and internal systems. The nervous system, connective tissue, vascular pathways, and sensory networks link the extremities and sensory organs directly to the internal organ functions. The hand and feet mirror the entire body. The eyes reflect organ health through nerves and circulation, and even the teeth correspond to different organs through its shared neural pathways, embryological development, and fascial connections. The body is not organized in isolated parts. It is arranged as a continuous communicating whole. And so it is not only just the physical that is displayed, but the mental, emotional, the energetic body, and even karma, the imprints of experiences. In Ayurvedic science, emotional patterns are closely linked to endocrine systems, particularly the adrenal glands and the major nerve plexuses of the body. These plexuses are dense hubs of neural communication, where stress, emotion, and perception directly influences hormonal output and autonomic nervous system activity. This same understanding is reflected in the chakra system, not as a symbolic center, but as regions where nerves, gland circulations, and sensations converge, with each chakra corresponding to a major nerve plexus and endocrine gland, linking emotional states to psychological responses in a very real way. When these centers are balanced, the nerves and hormonal systems communicate efficiently. When they are chronically stressed or overloaded, emotional patterns begin to imprint themselves into the body through tension, chemistry, and long-term adaptation. This is why posture and overall health is intimately tied to the yogic path. And not only does this fit into the health of the physical and mental emotional layers of being, but that of the energetic layer of chi and that of the experiential imprints of karma. Similarly, in traditional Chinese medicine, they also create a deep interconnected scientific system that connects the whole body together, specifically the organs, as the organs are seen as very important and main energetic hubs, storing emotions, chi, karma, and physical trauma. And so the health of the organs play a huge role throughout the TCM system, as this specific layer of chi called Zangfu Qi, the organ chi, plays an important role of energetic circulation and communication for the health of the body. And so through this TCM system, it connects the whole body with the emphasis of the organs as a storage point in the body. And to allow more chi to flow, more vitality, communication, and health of the body, we must have the organs as clear as possible. The heart plays an important role in all of these systems, with the physical role of circulation, oxygen delivery, rhythm, to the heart rate variability role in the nervous system balance, and the coil vortex structure that structures the body and plays a huge role in the bioelectrical field, linked energetically to the center point of convergence, being placed at the center of the toroidal field, as it is the center place for lower energies and higher energies to meet up, governing consciousness, clarity, and presence, bridging higher wisdom into the body through both the chakra and chi systems. Emotionally, it relates to joy when balanced, and anxiety, restlessness, and being overwhelmed when imbalanced. Karmically, it will relate to relationship karmas such as attachment, heartbreak, and unresolved emotional bonds. Being the organ of coherence that synchronizes rhythm between the body systems, it acts as a central regulator of emotional and perceptual tone. Using holistic practices, we can aid the heart and its energies through Qigong movements such as heart-opening circles, yoga postures that open the heart, and herbs such as rose, hawthorn, and motherwort, as the heart relates to the fire element in TCM. So working through this element can aid and lead you to other forms of healing. Using the meridians and other key points of the body that is connected to this organ to help balance out this energy, such as the wisdom teeth and the heart lines going down the arms. The lungs play a central role in regulation of breath, immunity, and rhythm throughout the body. With the physical role of oxygen exchange, immune defense, and regulation of blood pH, the lungs are deeply intertwined with nervous system balance and the body's stress response. Through breath, they directly influence vagal tone, posture, and emotional regulation. Energetically, the lungs govern rhythm and exchange, regulating how qi is taken in and distributed throughout the body. They define boundaries, what we take in and what we release, acting as a gateway between the external environment and the internal landscape. Emotionally, the lungs are associated with grief and sadness when imbalanced, and a sense of openness, clarity, and presence when balanced. Karmically, they are linked to experiences of loss, separation, and unresolved letting go, where the body holds onto what has already passed. As the organs of rhythm, the lungs teach the body how to receive life fully and release it completely. Using holistic practices, we can support the lung health and lung qi through Qigong breath practices, gentle chest opening movements, and conscious breathwork, emphasizing slow, extended exhales. Yoga postures that expand the chest and shoulders help restore lung capacity and emotional release. Herbs such as mullein, thyme, and licorice root gently support lung tissue and immune resilience. Working with the metal element in TCM, as well as the lung meridians that run through the arm, chest, and hands, allow deeper regulation, including connections seen through the hands, breath pattern, and even the premolars associated with the lung pathways. The liver plays a critical role in detoxification, hormonal regulation, and the smooth flow of energy through the body. Physically, it governs metabolic processing, blood storage, and the breakdown of toxins. It works closely with the nervous system and endocrine system, making it highly sensitive to chronic stress and emotional suppression. Energetically, the liver governs the free flow of qi. When liver energy is balanced, movement feels easy. Physically, emotionally, and mentally. When it becomes stagnant, tension builds in the body, often showing up in the hips, jaw, shoulders, and head. Emotionally, the liver is associated with anger, frustration, and resentment when imbalanced, and with clarity, decisiveness, and creative direction when balanced. Karmically, it stores patterns related to suppressed will, power struggles, and unexpressed truth. As the organ of flow and direction, the liver ensures that life force moves smoothly rather than becoming stuck. Holistic practices that support the liver including Qigong twisting and side bending movements, gentle rotations through the waist and hip, and yogic postures that wring out stagnation through twists. Breath practices that emphasize full exhalation help release this held tension. Herbs such as milk thistle, dandelion root, and turmeric support liver regeneration and energetic flow. Working with this wood element as well as the liver and gallbladder meridian that run through the legs, hips, and sides of the body help restore movement and emotional flexibility, and its connection to the canine teeth and the eyes. The spleen and stomach form the foundation of digestion, nourishment, and energy production. Physically, they govern digestion, nutrient absorption, blood sugar regulation, and the conversion of food into usable energy. When weakened, fatigue, brain fog, and digestive discomfort often arise. Energetically, these organs are responsible for assimilation, not only of food, but of experiences, thoughts, and emotions. They determine how grounded and supported the body feels. Emotionally, they are associated with worrying, overthinking, and rumination when imbalanced, and stability, clarity, and trust when balanced. Karmically, they store patterns related to scarcity, insecurity, and survival conditioning. As the organs of assimilation, they teach us how to receive nourishment, physically and emotionally, without excessive mental looping. Holistic practices that support these organs include Qigong grounding practices, abdominal massage, and flow mindful movements. Yoga postures such as forward folds and gentle core engagement help stimulate digestion. Breathing into the belly and eating in a calm state are essential, and herbs such as ginger and cinnamon strengthens the digestive fire and assimilation. Work with that earth element, along with the spleen and stomach meridians that run through the legs, abdomen, and mouth, including connections to the upper molars and the bottom premolars. Helps stabilize energy and mental focus. The kidneys serve as the deep reservoir of vitality, resilience, and long-term energy in the body. Physically, they regulate fluid balance, electrolytes, hormones, and adrenal functions. They play a foundational role in the stress tolerance and recovery. Energetically, the kidneys is deeply connected to Jing, the essence associated with growth, development, and longevity. They form the root of the energetic body and influence how safe the system feels over time. Emotionally, the kidneys are associated with fear when imbalanced, while when balanced, feelings of groundedness, trust, and inner stability. Karmically, they hold ancestral patterns, survival trauma, and deep unconscious imprints related to safety and existence. As the organs of essence and resilience, the kidneys determine how deeply the body can relax into life. Holistic practices for kidney support include Qigong grounding postures, rubbing the lower back to warm kidney energy, and deep resting practices. Yoga postures such as forward folds, hip openers, and child pose help calm the nervous system. Herbs such as ashwagandha and nettle nourish the deep reserves. And working with the water element along with the kidney meridian that runs through the feet, legs, spine, and incisors restore a sense of safety and rootedness. When we understand the organs this way, healing becomes less about fixing and more about restoring communication, flow, and relationship within the body. As looking at the importance of the organs from the lens of not just the physical health, but the mental, emotional, and energetic, we can see the important role the organs play throughout the body. And so through mastering and healing the body, the organs play an important role. As if we learn to breathe properly and create open flow with the organs, we will not hold on to any attachments that can be poisoning us. So practices such as Nali Kriya, organ massaging, inner smile, and 6 healing sounds are great practices to aid the organs into health and flow. That's it for today's video. Like, subscribe, leave any comments, questions, or topics. And if you want to go deeper, I'll have links in the descriptions. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Peace.